Very good morning to you all. I understand. I think after a long time, you guys are having a class at 8:30, and I understand that so many days you had free lockdown and no classes as such. So you had a vacation, and so far you had no requirement to get up at 8:30. I mean, to get up early and sit in the class at 8:30, and suddenly we have called you at 8:30. I totally understand. So without further ado, I know you guys are waiting for CA Adarsh Shanai to come and take over accounts class. But at this point of time, I just want to tell you guys one thing that still a lot of you had queries as to what is the purpose. I mean, is really CA my cup of tea? Or, you know, when I asked a lot of people told me that. CA is not, I mean, why did you choose CA? When I asked them, they told me that either the relatives told them to, or, you know, they heard that CA makes a lot of money and all that. So I would like to just take a few minutes of this class before I hand it over to CA Adarsh and I to take accounts class. Okay. So you can call this orientation part two, or you can call this a mini orientation, or you can consider this as a general talk. Okay. So give me one few minutes. I would like to engage you guys, and then we'll proceed. All right? Are you with me? Can you just let me know in the chat box if you are with me? Okay. Yes. So today you're going to. I mean, from today your first innings begin. Am I right? In the journey of becoming a CA. So in this process, I have named this as a first innings, as a ode to the, your beginning of your journey. So you are going to write your exams in May 2021, correct? So with this regard to this, I would address today's session. I have divided into two parts basically. The very first part I'm going to talk about is why chartered accountancy. I know a lot of people have a lot of different things, different reasons as to why why they have chosen this, but I haven't seen that concrete, you know, reason why you have taken up CA. So this is going to be the first part where I'm going to address why chartered accountancy, and the second part, what I'm going to address in my session today, is about how you can become a chartered accountant. So, as I told, there's going to be a two part to this session. The very first session, what I'm going to address is why chartered accountancy, and second thing I want to address is how to become a chartered accountant. So let us begin. So the very first thing is that I've asked that I'm going to address is why chartered accountancy. So I think there are various reasons. Like when I called and asked a few students during counseling why you have taken up chartered accountancy, they told, my uncle told, mama helidru, mami helidru. So many reasons they told. They told that CAs make money. My friend has joined this course, so even I have joined. And also I've heard that I just want to give it a try. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. हो गया तो हो गया वरना जाने दो. So many people have this attitude also when they join chartered accountancy. So I just want to point it out here that rather I'll give you three main reasons why you have to become a chartered accountant. All right. So I'm sure a lot of people fall in this category of whatever I told, that relatives told me, parents told me, and so on. So this is going to be, I'm going to give you three reasons. All right. Yes. So before we begin, yes. So the very first reason I'm going to tell you, but do you guys know who these are? Do you guys recognize these people? Let me know in the chat box. Yes, of course. Yes. Okay. So who are these people? This is Mark Zuckerberg, Mr. Ambani, Warren Buffett, and Jeff Bezos. I'll tell you what is common. I want to ask you what is common among these people. What is the common thing between these people? Can you tell me what is common among these people? Money, billionaire, rich. Okay, I will not 100% agree with you guys. It is not about money. I understand these are all rich, but they have this one thing that middle class, or lower class people like us do not have, and that is the freedom of choice. Are you with me, my dear friends? I'm telling that what these people have in common is the freedom of choice. Tomorrow, if they want to travel to Europe, they will not think twice. They can go aram se. Okay? But people like you and me, we have to make the financial arrangements. And if these people want to travel to Spain tomorrow and then they want to go to US and then they want to go to Australia, they can go because they have that freedom of choice. If tomorrow they don't want to work, they don't want to work, they can choose not to. But we do not have that choice. Am I right? They have that amazing ability, freedom of choice. Correct? Am I right? They have the freedom of choice. You're getting my point, my dear friends? Yes. Now, how is this relevant to chartered accountancy? You might be thinking. I'm telling you, my dear friends, we might not be as rich as them. You might be. As a CA, you can. I'm not telling you cannot. We'll see a few examples later on. But right now, what I'm trying to tell is, as a chartered accountant, you will have the freedom of choice. Yes, my dear friends, not to travel and such. I'm telling you, we'll have the freedom of choice in the context of career. Career wise, you will have a freedom to choose what you want to become. Okay? You want to join the industry, you want to join the public sector companies, or if you want to join a private company, you want to join government, you want to join the army, you want to join any of the consultancy firm. All these freedoms a chartered accountant does have. Okay, I'll tell you one example. Tomorrow you want to join Tata Motors, or you want to join Starbucks, or you want to join ITC in private sector companies. As a chartered accountant, they will hire you. Also, if you want to join some government companies like Indian Oil Corporation, LIC, or any other for example, let us take MRPL, ONGC. Yes, they will hire you when you become a chartered accountant. Okay, if you want to work in some NGO, for example, Reliance Foundation or Infosys or Tata Trusts, yes, they will hire you because they need a chartered accountant. Okay, or you want to work in one of those big four firms, the big top four audit firms in the world, or you want to work in some mid-size firm, or you want to work in a lower size firm, you have that freedom. If you're a person like me and you don't want to leave your hometown, you don't want to leave your hometown of, say, Kundapura or Kumta or Shirsi, Shimoga, Mangalore, Udupi, wherever it is, Puttur, Kasaragod, wherever it is. If you don't want to leave your hometown and you want to stay back and do something, CA gives you that freedom of choice. Look at me, I'm today in Mangalore because I want to stay back in Mangalore and I still earn a decent amount of money, and that can be the case with you as well. If you're in Kumta, you can set up your own practice, you can get into teaching. So many options that you have. I don't think any other career option will give you that choice. So you see, my dear friends, what is so amazing about CA is that you have the freedom of choice. That freedom of choice is very crucial. Tomorrow you want to work in Bombay, you want to work in Abu Dhabi, you want to work in US, all these options you will have as a chartered accountant. Okay, so let us just see a few people who are famous chartered accountants who have taken a path less known. For example, I'm not sure if everybody knows this person. This person is Deepak Parekh, and he's currently the chairman of HDFC Bank, Housing Development Finance Corporation, and he's also a Padma Bhushan awardee. And this guy is a chartered accountant. And let's go ahead and see. This is CA Naina Lal Kidwai. She was a former group general manager and country head of HSBC. You know what is HSBC? It's a multinational banking company, right? And she was also the former president of FICCI, again Padma Shri awardee, and she was the first Indian woman to graduate from Harvard Business School. And yes, my dear friends, she was also a chartered accountant. You might have heard of Motilal Oswal stockbroking company. This was founded by CA Motilal Oswal, and he's also a chartered accountant. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is known as the India's Warren Buffett. In fact, he's the India's 48th richest man. And he was able to check out the stocks, their financial statement, because the skill that was given through chartered accountancy course. And today, my dear friends, he's India's 48th richest man. He's a stock investor, and and this gentleman who are here, CA Piyush Goyal. I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with this person. At least he is the Minister of Railways and Minister of Commerce and Industry. In fact, he was an interim finance minister also, and at that time he became the first chartered accountant to give the union budget speech. He is also a chartered accountant, my dear friends. If you want to become a politician, nothing can stop you. You can even become a chartered accountant and pursue political ambitions. Next we have is someone we should be very proud of, because this person comes from coastal belt like you and me. He was born in Udupi, and he has become the former director and was the former CFO of Infosys, Mr. TV Mohandas Pai. He was also the chairman of, he's currently the chairman of Manipal Global Education, and he's also the Padma Shri awardee. You see, my dear friends, a lot of chartered accountants have been you have been honored with Padma Shri or Padma Bhushan. So I'm telling you the career amount of career choice that you have. Mr. Suresh Prabhu was a former Minister of Railways, Commerce and Industry and Civil Aviation. He was also India's representative to G20 Summit. He's also a chartered accountant, my dear friends. And of course, if you have interest in, say, journalism, this guy should be a role model. He was one of the famous whistleblower. You know what is a whistleblower? Those who, call out the frauds that are happening big corporations. People invest in these big companies, and when this fraud happened, usually they don't come to know. This guy pointed it out, and in fact he brought a big company, even Reliance, brought big companies like Reliance to their knees by calling out their fraudulent practices. This is CAS Guru Murthy for you. In fact, if you have seen a movie called Guru, which is based on Ambani's life, Dhirubhai Ambani's life, there is Madhavan's character, and that is inspired from CAS Guru Murthy. So what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends, another example of journalism, CA Pranoy Rai, who is the founder and co-chairman of NDTV. So again, you can see here that CA do not limit themselves to just practice or consultancy or industry. They have chosen various different paths and have become famous today. These are just a few examples that I've given you here. There are a lot of other examples. If you go just Google famous chartered accountants, you'll get hundreds and thousands of examples. Okay. So what I'm trying to convey here is, you have tomorrow as a chartered accountant, you will have the freedom of choice. Are you with me, my dear friends? Did you get my first point, what I'm trying to convey? Okay, amazing. Let's move on. Okay, yes. The next thing is that a chartered accountant is always a limited quality resource. Yes, my dear friends, a chartered accountant is always a limited quality resource. You know why? People tell that the CA pass percentage is very less. Yes, it is very less. In fact, it has been increasing since the past few years. But I'm telling you, why are you worried about that? You should be happy about it, that the passing percentage in CA is very less. Okay? Because let me tell you, my dear friends, what is the difference between gold and other metals? For example, let us say aluminium. What is the difference between gold and aluminium? Why is gold so costly? The reason is very simple, my dear friends, because it is a rare resource, whereas aluminium is not so rare. So the prices is also less. Okay. Similarly, tomorrow when you become a chartered accountant, they pay you high rather than any other graduates, because you are a very limited quality resource. If you are limited, that is not enough. You will also become a quality resource, and that is the beauty of chartered accountants, my dear friends. So let me just give you example. Okay. Every year in India, around 15 lakh engineers pass out. Yes, my dear friends, in India, every year around 15 lakh of engineers pass out, whereas only about 15,000 chartered accountants pass. That is only 1% of what, if you see the ratio. That is the beauty of chartered accountants, my dear friends. And I'm telling you, you should be happy that there is only limited number. In fact, only 20% of people who wrote passed the last attempt, and you should be happy about that. Not just that, you should make sure that you are in the 20%. That is where the challenge lies. So have you got what you need to become one of those 20% is up to you. Let me give you one other example. In India, there is a population about 135 to 138 crore people. And out of that, only around 7 crore people file their income tax returns. I'm talking about individuals. I'm not talking about companies or partnership firms or anything. I'm talking about just about individuals like you and me. There are only 7 crore people who file income tax returns. I'm not talking about even GST or customs. I'm just talking about income tax. So the ratio is for every 200 people, there is only one chartered accountant, my dear friends. That is the amount of scope. And mind you, I'm just talking about individuals. I'm not talking about CA firms or anything else, or companies. There are still companies like Reliance and all. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about individuals like Mukesh Ambani, you, me, and all. Okay, so that is the ratio, 200 to 1. And one more fascinating fact about chartered accountancy is that, my friend, till date, there are only about 350 to 4 lakh people. There are only 350 to 4 lakh chartered accountants out there. Yes, and a single year, 15 lakh engineers pass out. I'm not demeaning, or I'm not, what do you say, disapproving of any other career choice. But what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends, is that only about 3,50,000 chartered accounts are there today in India. So that is why you are very limited, and that is why they will pay you heavily, because you are a limited quality resource. And in fact, you are not only what do you say, valued in India, even abroad, even in Dubai. In fact, I was telling the other day during the orientation part one that I know more people who have settled abroad rather than in Mangalore and Udupi. More chartered accountants that have settled, that are working abroad, rather than those who are working in Mangalore or Udupi. That is the beauty of chartered accountants, my friends. And the third thing, what is more important for a chartered accountant, what comes with this profession, is trust and respect. You can see in the newspapers, they won't put any the list of engineers or lawyers that have passed out, but they, you will see, whenever CA result comes out, when a chartered accountant passes, they'll put his photos. Am I right or not? You can just check it next time. Whenever there is a result, you can see so many people who are passed out, and it's very limited also. And they'll tell you that these many people are passed out from Udupi, these many people are passed out from Mangalore. But you'll never see the same this with any other profession. Of course, IAS, IPS, and all is there, but I'm talking about like any other graduate. If you pass BCom, nobody will put in the newspaper that you have passed BCom. Am I right? So that is the trust and respect. In fact, I'll tell you one more thing, my dear friends. Read this quote. A signature of a chartered accountant is more powerful than that of a prime minister. You know who said this? You know who said this? This was told by none other than our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi during the address to chartered accountants on 1st July 2017, which happens to be the date of release of GST also. That day, our Honorable Prime Minister told this. And this is true to a lot extent. You know why? Around 70 lakh people, I'm telling you, my dear friends, around 70 lakh people invest in stocks today, either through directly or through mutual funds and so on. I'm sure a lot of your relatives, like your parents or your brother, sister, or your uncle and all, will be investing in the stock market. I'm telling you, my dear friends, they trust only one particular document and they invest, and that is audited financial statements. It is the audited financial statements that they trust and put their money. And who gives this audited financial statement? It is none other than a chartered accountant. Once a chartered accountant affixes his signature, that becomes a very, very powerful document. That is the power of a CA. Okay, tomorrow, whichever company it might be even the most powerful company there is, that is Reliance, or it might be Amazon, or it might be Flipkart, or it might be any of those big companies, ITC, Tata, whichever it is. They all need a CA signature to make the financial statements. That is the amount of trust and respect the society has, the investors have in a chartered accountant. And there are also tax and other departments. In fact, let me tell you one thing, my dear friends. Our the so many that income tax returns that are filed, only 2% is taken up for review by the income tax department. Okay, only 2% is taken for review by the income tax department. Rest 98% they trust the CAs that they have done their job right. That is the amount of trust that the tax and other departments also have on CAs. So not only investors, even the tax and other government departments possess, pose the trust in a CA, that they have scrutinized everything, and whatever they have made their clients pay tax, that is right. That is the amount of respect they have in chartered accountants. And then, of course, the general public. In fact, this reminds me of a case wherein I was working under a chartered accountant during my articleship. And at that time, there was this one client of ours, and their father expired, and they were two brothers, and they had a dispute regarding inheritance. Okay. And they had a business also, so they wanted the business to be split equally and all that. They are blood relatives, my dear friends, but they do not trust each other. Do you know who they came to? They came to my boss, a chartered accountant. They came to him because they both do not trust each other, but they will trust a chartered accountant, to do justice to them. That is the amount of trust and respect. And tomorrow, once you become a chartered accountant, I'm telling you, my dear friends, you will also earn the same trust and respect that a chartered accountant earns. That is the power of a CA. So you see, my dear friends, this was about trust and respect. So let me summarize what I've told you. What are the 3 reasons to be CA? One, the very first thing is freedom of choice. In fact, let me tell you, my dear friends, till date, I've been in this, CA environment since past 7-8 years, and I've seen that not a single chartered accountant is unemployed. Yes, my dear friends, not a single chartered accountant is unemployed. Even if they're unemployed, it is by their choice. It is not that they did not get opportunity or something. They had the choice not to go to an employment. That is the freedom of choice the CA gives you. Second is limited valued resources. You are a limited valued resource once you become a chartered accountant. And the third thing, as I told, is trust and respect. So are you with me so far, my dear friends? These are the 3 reasons why you have to become a chartered accountant. And it is because of this, you will be paid high. It is not that you become a chartered accountant and you will be paid high. These are the 3 reasons why you are paid heavily. It is the price they pay for your signature. Okay. So that is the power of a CA. Now the question is how to become a chartered accountant, right? I'm not going to tell you that you have to write your CA foundation and then you have to write your CA inter, go to articleship. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what are the requirements to become a chartered accountant. As an individual, what you have to do to become a chartered accountant. That is what I'm going to address. And I have crafted, not me, it is a general, but I have given it a particular name. This is called a 3D formula. So tell me, my dear friends, if you follow this formula, you will become a chartered accountant. This is 101% guarantee. Okay. And let me tell you, my dear friends, famous people like Jeff Bezos or Jackie Ma of Alibaba or Ritesh Agarwal of Oyo, everybody that is, those are successful today have followed this 3D formula. Are you curious to know what is this 3D formula? Tell me, my dear friends, are you curious to know what is this 3D formula to becoming a chartered accountant? Yes, amazing. So what is this 3D formula? 3D formula consists of 3 Ds, my dear friend, 3 Ds. And the first D is determination. It is that all or nothing attitude. You must have that attitude. If you do not have this, you will not become a chartered accountant. You should be so determined in becoming a chartered accountant that even if I come and wake you up in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and I ask you, what you want to become, my dear friend, you have to tell me that you want to be a chartered accountant. That is the level of determination you should have. That is the level of determination you have to build. Okay. And in fact, what I tell you is, I'm sure you guys have read this quote somewhere. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. When you want something very badly, the entire universe comes together to help you achieve it. This is from a famous book called The Alchemist, and it was written by Paulo Coelho. In fact, the same thing has been rewritten in one of the famous movies, Om Shanti Om, wherein Shah Rukh Khan tells that अगर किसी चीज को तुम पूरे दिल से चाहो तो सारी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. That is what you have to inculcate, my dear friends. Once you envision yourself as a chartered accountant in, say, January 2026, nothing can stop you. That is, you should have that level of determination that come what may, I'll become a chartered accountant. Corona barli or appa barli, I will become a chartered accountant. I will study very, in a disciplined manner, and I'll become a chartered accountant. That is the level of determination a CA student is expected to have if he wants to become a chartered accountant. So I'm sure there are a lot of people who still don't know if CA is my cup of tea. I am a very average student. I got only 80% in 10th. I got only 85% in, I got only 75% in second PUC. It is okay. This percentages doesn't matter. If you are not going to believe in yourself, nobody else is gonna. I'll repeat, my dear friends, if today you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends, is that it doesn't matter if your percentage is less or whatever it is. You should be determined. You should be 100% sure of the goal that you want to become a chartered accountant one day. And that has to happen in the first attempt itself. That is the level of determination you are supposed to have. Okay? The second thing I would like to tell is the dedication. What needs to be done needs to be done. As simple as that. That is the level of dedication. A level of dedication should be built in you if you want to become a chartered accountant tomorrow. If tomorrow, when there is only 2 or 3 months to the exams, your friends are going to a movie, you should be able to skip the movie over studies. You should not be that person who skips movie or who skips the studies over movies. You should be that person who will skip the movie over studies. That is the level of dedication you are supposed to have. Being determinant about becoming a chartered accountant is not enough. You should work towards it, right? And you should be dedicated. Okay, 24 hours there should be only one thought in your mind that you want to be a chartered accountant, that you want to be a chartered accountant. CA. This is the level of dedication you should have. In fact, I would like to share this. Yes. So as I was telling, that is the level of dedication you're supposed to have. The next third D in the 3D formula is discipline. Come what may, you will do what you have planned to do. In fact, planning becomes a very important part in when you plan to become a chartered accountant. And there is a famous quote in that saying that failing to plan is planning to fail. Look at the beauty of this sentence. I'll repeat it. Failing to plan is planning to fail. My dear friends, if you do not plan well in advance how you are going to spend the next 8 or 9 months to clear CA foundation exams and then the CA inter and then the CA final exams, you are not going to make it, my dear friends. This is the harsh reality. If you do not plan for what I would suggest you, in fact, what worked for me is that I used to plan a week before. That is, on a Sunday, I used to plan what I'm going to do from next Monday to Sunday. And then every night I used to take a pad or a journal or a diary. You can take any of those and you should write down what you're going to do tomorrow. You should make a list of what you're going to do tomorrow. It might be even the silliest of silliest thing, like have a bath, or you have to go get groceries, you have to go get milk. Whatever it is, you have to write it down the previous day, and tomorrow morning, as soon as you do those tasks, you have to cut it down. Okay? And I'll tell you, my dear friends, eventually all these unnecessary things like getting milk and all will go off, and only important things will stay. You see, my dear friends, a lot of people who are successful today plan. Okay, it is not that they got lucky. In fact, even today, a lot of people tell that one who pass, they should be lucky. I do not agree with that at all. You don't have to be lucky. If you have worked hard enough, you have planned properly, and you have implemented that plan, then I'll tell you, my dear friends, nothing will stop you from becoming a chartered accountant. The luck is simply what you say, it's just a myth. You have to work hard to become a chartered accountant. In fact, the harder you work, the luckier you get, is what some people say. So what I'm trying to tell you, my dear friends, is inculcate a discipline If you see what is common among Narendra Modi or Sachin Tendulkar or MS Dhoni or whoever it is, Jeff Bezos or whoever your idol is, you will see that they have inculcated a self-discipline, and that is what you should also inculcate. If you want to become a chartered accountant, you should start planning from day one itself. You cannot think that exam is after 9 months. No, that is not the attitude a CA is supposed to have. This is not your board exams. This is not your BCom exam. This is a professional exam. If you want to be one of those limited valued resources, you should start planning from day one. Today only you should start planning that after class I will do this. I'll revise. That is the level of dedication you should have. In fact, my dear friends, I would like to tell you that this inculcating this discipline is very, very important. In fact, I'm sure now you might also tell me that everything that you plan might not happen. I agree. Nobody planned for this corona pandemic. Nobody planned that this year will be full of lockdowns and whatnot. But whenever that happens, it's time to move on. If you are not able to study someday, it's okay. That day is gone. Go for the next day, plan for it accordingly. And I'll tell you one more thing, my dear friends. The entire, when I was writing my CA finals, I got to know it very late. But I suppose I have to pass on that information to you because it becomes very crucial. There is one mantra. If you follow, or if you recite this mantra and you follow this mantra, you will become a chartered accountant for 100% sure. But you should start doing it from day one itself. So do you guys want to know what is that mantra? Are you guys interested in knowing what is that mantra I used to recite and used to follow, because of which I become a chartered accountant today? It's very, very simple, my dear friends. It's as simple as, are you ready to write it down? Yes. The mantra is like this, my dear friends. Do a little better than what you did yesterday. Do a little better than what you did yesterday. As simple as that. Today you're sitting and studying for 30 minutes. Tomorrow you do it for 35 minutes, and then 45 minutes, 55 minutes, and so on. Before you know it, it will go to 7 hours, 8 hours. And see, once you if you have to become a chartered accountant, let me tell you one more harsh reality, my friends. If you spend a lot of time on social media, it is not going to happen. And I know, once upon a time, I also was an addict of social media, and it is not easy to cut it down. If tomorrow onwards I tell you stop using Facebook or WhatsApp or Netflix, it is not going to happen. 100% agree with you. So what you have to do in this case is that you should start limiting yourself. You have to reduce the time you spend in this PUBG or Netflix or whatever it is. I'm not telling that you should not take a break at all. Break is very, very necessary, but it should be also planned. Okay, when you take a 2-hour break, you should not be taking a 2-hour break and studying for half an hour. You should be studying for 2 hours, and then you should be taking a half an hour break. That is how it's supposed to work, and that will only happen if you plan it very well in advance. Okay, so this is the level of discipline you should maintain if you want to become a chartered accountant, my dear friends. And you have to follow this one mantra that I just told. You have to do a little better than what you did yesterday. If you studied for 1 hour yesterday, study for 1 hour 5 minutes today. If you used WhatsApp for this 30 minutes yesterday, start using it only for 25 minutes today. In fact, you get that tracker also of how much time you have spent on a particular social media. Use that app, because technology is a wonderful thing, my dear friends. Today I'm sitting here in Mangalore and giving you this lecture. That is the beauty of technology. So I'm not denying that you should reduce the usage of mobile phone and whatnot. I'm just telling you that plan for everything. Planning becomes very critical. Okay, so what is this 3D formula to become a CA? The very first thing is determination, the second thing is dedication, and third thing is discipline. If you inculcate these 3Ds, the 3D formula, if you follow, I'll write it in a bond paper and give it to you, my dear friends. If you will become a chartered accountant 101%. Okay, so that is how you'll become a chartered accountant. So at the end of this, I just want to tell you one thing, my dear friends. Is it going to be easy? Definitely not. It is not at all going to be easy. Don't be under that impression that you'll study on the previous night and you'll become a chartered accountant. 100% no, no, no. It is not going to be easy. But is it going to be worth it? 100% yes. It is going to be, every moment of it is going to be worth it. So this is the beauty of chartered accountants, my chartered accountancy course, my dear friends. This is a small presentation I wanted to give you. I hope this has been very, this session has been very much valuable to you guys.